Hello everyone, and welcome back. My name is Alex, and I'm very happy you're here with us today. This is a space where you can relax, listen to English, and enjoy learning step by step. You don't need to hurry. Just listen and feel comfortable.
Hi everyone. I'm Laura. It's great to be here again. Thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with us. I hope you are feeling well and ready to practice some easy, everyday English.
Laura, it's nice to see you. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you, Alex. I feel calm and a little refreshed. The weekend has just finished, and I feel ready for a new week. How about you?
I feel the same. I'm relaxed, but also motivated. Weekends are special because they give us time to slow down and do simple things we enjoy.
That's true. Everyone has a weekend, but every weekend is different. Some people rest, some people go out, and some people stay at home.
Exactly. And today, we are going to talk about weekends in English. We will share small stories and simple experiences from our lives.
Yes. Don't worry about grammar rules right now. Just listen to how we speak. Try to notice the words we use again and again.
By the end of this episode, you will feel more confident talking about your own weekend in English.
So, take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's begin. Alex, you said weekends are special. Many people enjoy talking about them, but in English, some learners feel a little unsure. They often ask, how can I talk about my weekend in a simple way?
Yes, I hear that question a lot. People know many words, but they are not sure how to connect them. They worry about making mistakes, so they speak less.
That's very common. But the good news is, we don't need long or difficult sentences. We just need one useful way to talk about our experiences.
Exactly. Today, we're going to focus on talking about things we have done recently, especially during the weekend. We are not talking about the exact time. We are talking about the experience.
For example, when we speak about our weekend, we don't always say Saturday or Sunday. We simply say what we have done and how we feel about it.
Yes, this way of speaking is very natural in English. Native speakers use it all the time when they share news, stories, or personal moments.
As you listen, try to notice one thing. Listen for the pattern we use when we talk about our actions. You will hear it many times.
Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Understanding comes little by little. Just relax and enjoy the conversation.
In the next part, Alex will start by sharing his weekend. Then, I will ask him a few simple questions.
And after that, you will be ready to talk about your own weekend, too. Let's continue.
All right, Alex. You said you would start. So, tell me, how was your weekend? What have you done?
Well, my weekend has been quite simple, but very nice. I haven't traveled anywhere far, but I've enjoyed my time. On Saturday morning, I've stayed at home and taken things slowly.
That sounds relaxing already. What have you done at home?
First, I've made myself a good breakfast. I've prepared some eggs and toast, and I've had a big cup of coffee. I don't usually have much time during the week, so this felt special.
I understand that. Have you done anything creative or different?
Yes, actually. I've tried cooking something new for lunch. I followed a simple recipe I found online. It wasn't perfect, but I've learned something, and the food has tasted better than I expected.
That's great. Have you cooked alone, or with someone?
I've cooked alone, but I've talked to my sister on the phone while cooking. We've laughed a lot, and she's given me some advice. That has made the experience more fun.
Nice. And what about the afternoon? Have you gone outside?
Yes, I have. In the afternoon, I've gone for a long walk around my neighborhood. I've noticed new cafes and small shops that I haven't seen before, even though I've lived there for years.
That's interesting. Sometimes we don't really see our own city.
Exactly. During the walk, I've listened to music and a short English podcast. I felt calm and focused. It's helped me clear my mind.
And your evening? Have you stayed active or rested?
I've rested. In the evening, I've watched a documentary at home. I haven't watched any action movies. I've preferred something quiet and informative.
That sounds like a balanced day.
Yes, it has been. On Sunday, I've done a few small things again. I've cleaned my apartment a little, and I've prepared food for the week. I haven't rushed, and I haven't felt stressed.
So overall, how do you feel about your weekend?
I feel good about it. I haven't done anything big, but I've taken care of myself. And for me, that's a successful weekend.
That's a great example. Simple actions, clear experiences, and very natural English.
Thank you for sharing, Laura. Your turn now. How has your weekend been? What have you done?
My weekend has been a little different from yours, Alex. It hasn't been very busy, but it hasn't been boring either. I've spent most of my time at home, and I've enjoyed that.
That sounds nice. What have you done at home?
On Saturday morning, I've opened the windows and let some fresh air in. Then I've made myself a simple breakfast and sat near the window. I've enjoyed the quiet moment before the day started.
That sounds very peaceful.
It has been. Later, I've watched a short TV series. I haven't watched it all at once. I've watched one episode, then I've taken a break. I like watching slowly, not too fast.
I do that too sometimes. Have you gone outside at all?
Yes, I have. In the afternoon, I've gone for a walk in a small park near my home. I've seen families, people with dogs, and children playing. I haven't stayed long, but it's helped me feel more relaxed.
Have you met anyone you know?
No, I haven't met anyone, but I've sent a few messages to my friends. I've asked them how their weekend has been, and we've shared short updates.
That's a nice way to stay connected.
Yes. In the evening, I've listened to music and done some light stretching. I haven't exercised hard. I've just moved my body a little.
And what about Sunday?
On Sunday, I've done something I really like. I've listened to an English podcast while cleaning my room. I've learned a few new words, and I've repeated them out loud.
That's great practice.
Yes, and after that, I've prepared my plan for the week. I haven't felt stressed. I've felt ready.
So how do you feel now?
I feel calm and positive. I haven't done anything exciting, but I've used my time well. For me, that's a good weekend.
That's a perfect example for our listeners. Simple, clear, and very natural English.
Alex, as we were talking, I noticed something. We used the same kind of sentence again and again.
That's right. And this is very important for our listeners. When we talk about our weekend, we often use one simple structure to share our experiences.
Yes. We say have or has, and then the verb. For example, I have cooked, I have watched, I have listened.
Exactly. We don't need to say the exact day or the exact hour. We are just saying that the action is part of our recent experience.
For many learners, this feels new at first. But when you hear it many times, it starts to sound natural.
And in real conversation, we usually make it shorter. Instead of saying I have, we often say I've. Instead of we have, we say we've.
Yes. I've watched a series. We've prepared food. It sounds more relaxed and more like real English.
One more small point. We use have with I, you, we, they, and we use has with he, she, it.
For example, she has stayed at home. He has gone for a walk.
That's it. Nothing complicated. You don't need to memorize long rules.
The best way to learn this is to listen and repeat. Think about your own weekend and try to say 1 or 2 sentences.
Even very short sentences are good practice.
Yes. Learning English is not about being perfect. It's about being clear and confident.
And now, let's look at another useful part of this structure.
Alex, we've talked about things we have done. But what about things we did not do?
Good question. This is also very common in real conversations. Sometimes we talk about what is missing, not what is finished.
Exactly. And in English, it's very simple. We just say haven't or hasn't.
For example, I can say, I haven't gone to the gym this weekend. Or, I haven't watched any movies.
Yes. And I can say, I haven't worked much. Or, I haven't checked my emails.
Notice something important. The verb stays the same. We don't change it.
That makes it easier, right? We just add not to have or has.
Now let's look at questions. When we want to ask about someone's experience, we start with have you.
For example, have you visited your family this weekend? Or, have you tried something new?
The answers are usually short. We say, yes, I have, or no, I haven't.
We don't need long answers, especially when we are speaking.
Let's practice with an example. Laura, have you exercised this weekend?
No, I haven't. But I've gone for a walk.
That's still good. Have you watched any TV?
Yes, I have. I've watched one episode of a series.
Very natural. This is how people really speak.
And remember, with he, she, or it, we use has. For example, has your friend called you?
And the answer can be, yes, she has. Or, no, she hasn't.
Simple, clear, and very useful.
If you can use these questions, you can start many conversations in English.
And now, let's invite our listeners to think about their own weekend.
Now it's your turn. Let's slow down for a moment and think about your own weekend.
You don't need a long story. Just one or two simple sentences are enough.
I'll ask a question, and you can answer it quietly or out loud, wherever you are.
Here is the question. What have you done this weekend?
Take a few seconds. Think about one small thing.
Maybe you've studied English. Maybe you've watched a video. Or maybe you've rested at home.
You can start your answer with, I've.
For example, I've listened to a podcast. Or, I've met a friend.
If you want, you can also say something you haven't done.
Like, I haven't gone out. Or, I haven't worked.
There is no right or wrong answer here. The goal is to practice speaking.
Don't worry about your accent. Don't worry about small mistakes.
Every time you try, you are learning.
If you are listening on YouTube, you can write your sentence in the comments.
Short sentences are perfect.
And if you are listening somewhere else, you can say it to yourself.
Learning English happens in small moments like this.
You are doing great just by listening and trying.
All right, let's move to the final part and review what we've learned today.
Before we finish, let's take a moment to remember what we've practiced today.
We've talked about how to share our weekend in English using simple experiences, not exact times.
Yes. We've used have and has to talk about what we've done.
And we've seen that we can make it shorter and more natural by saying I've, you've, and we've.
We've also practiced the negative form, using haven't and hasn't.
And we've asked simple questions, like have you tried something new? Or have you rested this weekend?
These are small tools, but they are very powerful in everyday English.
Remember, you don't need perfect grammar to communicate. You just need clear ideas and a little confidence.
If you practice talking about your real life, English becomes much easier to remember.
Now, we'd love to hear from you.
In the comments, write one simple sentence. What have you done this weekend?
It can be very short. Even 3 or 4 words are enough.
And if this episode has helped you, please support us.
You can like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is learning English.
Thank you for spending your time with us today.
We've enjoyed talking with you.
Keep practicing, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.